Welcome back to Business by the Books. Did you know that you have the power to use money? You literally have the power to give every single dollar in your business a job. You're listening to Business by the Books, the podcast that teaches you how to use your financials to manage your business. My name is Danielle Hayden. I'm the founder of Kickstart Accounting Inc., where we use bookkeeping as a vehicle to help business owners take control of their numbers. And I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs make informed financial decisions for over a decade. Today, we're going to walk through how to use your money personality type to give power and confidence to your spending. So if you're frustrated with your spending habits, your business profits, or how much you can or cannot pay yourself, then I want you to stay tuned. Now, what is your money personality type? We have found over the years that people fall into one of four camps with their money personality type. If you want to find out your money personality type, you can go to kickstartaccountinginc.com/quiz to find out your specific type. Now, I'll walk you through the types and you might really identify with one right off the bat. First is our free spenders. Our free spenders love to spend money. They do not consult their financial statements. They do not talk to their money team. They spend when they want to, how they want to. Then we have our keepers. Our keepers, they keep it close to their chest. No amount of money in savings really ever feels like enough money. They always feel like they need a little bit more in the bank because just in case. And a lot of times when I ask these clients what they're saving for, they'll tell me, well, I'm reinvesting back in the business. And I'll say, well, what are you reinvesting in? Well, I don't know. I'm just putting the money in the business. I'm like, yeah, but you're not paying yourself and you're not really investing the money in the business. You just have a savings account. All right. So our keepers, you actually are near and dear to my heart. I find myself with some keeper tendencies as well. Then we have our perfectionists. Our perfectionists are exhausted. They want to know where every single dollar of their business is coming in and going out. It is exhausting being a perfectionist in any area of our life, but especially in our business. Then we have our balance seekers. Our balance seekers know that they can't do everything themselves. They have to retire the superhero cape. They need people in their businesses to complement their strengths and complement their weaknesses. They know that they cannot build their business alone. They know that they need to have spending in their business to help them grow. So the first step is to know your money personality type. As you think about giving your money a job, we have to know what is our natural tendencies. And look, guys, I do not want you to know this so that you can start judging yourself or shaming yourself or giving yourself a hard time. Like, this is just really information so that you know how to proceed in giving each dollar a job in your business. Now, next, I want you to think about what season of the business you are in. This is really important for every single business owner because there's a lot of advice online, but it's speaking to all of us in general as a whole. And we know that as business owners, we are not all the same. We do not all have the same goals. Our family lives look different. Our goals look different. Who we are is just really different. So it's unfair for us to plug in a one size fits all to growing our business. Not everybody wants hockey stick growth. Not everybody wants to just grow their business. Some people know and understand that they might be in a season of stability. They might be in a season of growing their family. They might be in a season of balance. So as we think about giving our money a job, we need to think about what season of our business we're in, because it would be unfair of me to map out your spending if I don't know where you're at in your life. Now, one of my favorite stories of this is my client, Jenna. She came to us several years ago, and she originally came in and asked me to help her run her business at a loss. That was an odd request, but I told her I'd take it. So we did what we call a catch-up. We brought in all of her transactions into the system and we looked at what her profitability was year to date. Now, I had great news for Jenna. Thankfully, she was actually profitable. At the time, she was commingling business and personal expenses. Her personal expenses were depleting her business's cash, and she was confused about her financials. She was confused about the impact of that. Well, once we changed her mindset, she went from freelancer to growing business owner. She determined that she wanted hockey stick growth, and she was determined to get it. She invested in conferences, mastermind, networking, in-person events. I mean, she was everywhere and she was investing both her time and her money to grow her business. We got to watch Jenna really take off and enjoy her hockey stick growth. As her life changed, she determined that she actually needed to cut back on the spending of growing her business because she was ready to put down some roots. She wanted to buy a house. And so we had to change the spending in her business. As we decreased the spending, we were able to increase her owner's draws and her personal salary. We were able to help her save in order to have enough money to put down a down payment. Unfortunately, soon after Jenna bought the house, her mom got sick and she had to build a team. She had to build a team fast. Her team came in and rallied and supported her. Now, the impact on her financials was that her money had to have the important job of paying her team. Her team needed to be able to support her during this time. So again, she was giving her money a job to support her team, which in turn was supporting her. After her mom passed away, Jenna was able to realign her goals, realign her intentions. She was able to repurpose the job of her money, and she was spending again in growing her business. So now you can see from this example, not all of us want the same job for our money. Not all of us are spending with the same intentionality. So when we're thinking about how we're going to give our money a job, we have to think about what season we're in and what are our life goals, not our business goals. What are our life goals? In our CFO services here at Kickstarter Accounting Inc., our first call always starts with a personal discovery. That's because our personal goals have a huge impact in the way that we run our business. We are not robots. We are taking our personal life into business. And unfortunately, if you're anything like me, you're taking your business right back out into your personal life. And that's okay, right? We are not made to be separate. However, if we can acknowledge that our personal life and our personal goals are going to have an impact on our business, it can help us think about where we want to invest those dollars and what we want the outcome to be. Now, I talked a lot about giving your money a job. But what does this actually mean in practice, right? How do we do this in a meaningful way? Now, I love the budgeting tool. This is my favorite way of giving money a job. The budgeting is a way of taking a moment to sit back and think about where do I want my business to go over the next 12 months. Budgets are static, right? They're one time looking at the next 12 months. And during the budget process, we're thinking about our revenue. Where do we want to grow? Where do we want our sales to be over the next 12 months? And the mistake we make as business owners, we'll say, we're going to grow by 20%. All right, awesome. Well, where are those clients coming from? Where are we going to get the 20% growth? Well, if we're going to grow by 20%, we're probably going to have to invest some dollars or time into actually growing those sales. So during the budget process, we're mapping out our revenue first and then walking through the entire income statement to look at giving our money a job to help us hit those revenue goals. And we know and understand why we want to hit those revenue goals because we thought about our season of life and where and what our intention is for our business. And now we can give our money the job, the important job of helping us get to our goals. The important job of helping us hit those revenue. Now, you guys have heard me talk about healthy spending. Back in episode 158, we talked about how to spend with intentionality in your business. You have to spend money to make money. And so if you want to grow your business, we want to be spending between 8 and 10% of our sales in advertising and marketing. We want to be intentional with the way that we're spending those dollars so that we can grow our business.
We'll get back to the show in 1 second, but real quick, are you a business owner feeling overwhelmed by your finances? Do you find yourself wishing you had more control and understanding over your money? Managing your business finances can often feel like navigating a ship through a storm without a compass. But what if instead you could master your business finances in just 5 days? With the confidence to manage your money, make informed decisions for financial stability, and implement strategies to increase your profitability effortlessly. And that's exactly why the 5-day video bootcamp was created. It's a comprehensive course designed to empower you with the foundations for financial success. Throughout the bootcamp, you'll learn the foundations, how to manage costs for profitability, evaluate investments for growth, and avoid common financial pitfalls. So if you're ready to take charge of your financial journey and rewrite your success story, head over to esuite.co/5-day bootcamp or click the link in the show notes and sign up for the bootcamp today. Okay, back to the show.
Now, if you don't have a money team, I want you to be able to pull together a budget to be able to map out your spending plan. You can pull your profit and loss by month for the last 12 months by going into QuickBooks and run the profit and loss by month. Once you export that into Excel, you can go line by line to map out each line of where you want to go over the next 12 months. Now, if the thought or the idea of ever having to do anything in Excel literally gives you hives, then I want you to go to kickstartaccountinginc.com/budget. We are here to help you create a budget together so that you don't have to be the one fumbling around in Excel. We can help you build it and then send you your financial statements month after month with your actual results compared to budget. We never want to set a budget and then put it in the drawer. We have to use our budget month over month to operate our decision-making process. I say that especially to my free spenders. All right, guys, you heard me. Free spenders, listen up. When you decide that you want to make a purchase, I want you to practice the 48-hour rule. That once you are inspired to spend money, you spend 48 hours on pause. You do not make, you can leave the browser open. So that's what I do on my phone. I leave the browser open and I say, I can buy it in 48 hours. You're allowed to have it. You just can't have it right now. And I wait the 48 hours so that I can think about my intentions, the season of my business that I'm in, the season of life that I'm in, and what is the impact on my budget. And this is really important because if you're a few months into your budget, and let's say you're not hitting your revenue goals, but you've been hitting your spending goals, then the answer is we need to hold on spending. We can't just continue to spend according to our budget if we're not hitting our revenue goals. And if we are going way past on our revenue goals, like we are killing it, our marketing is working, then you have permission to adjust your spending. That's why I love the tool of reforecasting. In our CFO services, we partner with our clients to reforecast every single month. We reforecast on an ongoing basis. This is so cool because life freaking changes. Like so much happens. I am totally I cannot believe that we're halfway through this year already. And what I thought I knew in January is nothing compared to what happened. And so I am so fortunate that I have a CFO on my team who helps me reforecast on a quarterly basis. So that I'm always looking at the business with fresh eyes, fresh information, actual real life data. Now, for our keepers, I know that no amount of money is ever going to feel like enough. You might have 3 months worth of operating expenses in your savings account. You might have your tax reserve maxed out. You are ready for a rainy day. But maybe, just maybe, the sun keeps on shining. Your business keeps on growing. And maybe you're allowed to pay yourself. Maybe you're allowed to take out a bonus, an owner's draw. Maybe you could do something for yourself. Reinvest. Think about the professional education that you've wanted to invest in. the equipment that you wanted to invest in. It is time, my keeper friends, that you can give the money another job other than being saved for a rainy day. You can spend that money with intentionality. Now, I think this budget plan really helps my keeper friends because we are spending with intentionality. We are ensuring that we have enough money in the bank. We're looking at our savings, we're looking at our plan, and then we are intentionally actually reinvesting the money in our business by spending money and giving our money a job. Now, our perfectionists, I want to call you out because it's okay. We can give each dollar a job, but I don't need you to round to the 50 cents. I want to encourage you to take a step back and think big picture. When we are always in the weeds, it is really hard to step out and be the CEO of your business. Now, I can already hear you. I'm not the CEO, Danielle. I own this small business. I'm too small for that role. I'm not enough. Well, I'm here to tell you, you are enough. You are enough, and your business is big enough. Your business needs a CEO, and that role is for you. So it's time to take a big picture approach to looking at our numbers, to give the money a plan, but at a bird's eye view. I was recently on a coaching call and I was asked, how do I know when it's okay for me to hire? And we went through all of the information. We went through all of the numbers. She said, okay, well, I'm going to sit and crunch the numbers and reflect on the numbers. It was about 3 months later, and I asked how it was going. She said she hadn't hired anybody yet. And I said, well, what's holding you up? She said, well, I just feel like I need to crunch the numbers. I said, yeah, but we looked at the numbers at a high level. Like we had that high level conversation about what hiring is going to do for the business by giving that money a job and hiring that individual, what the impact was going to be on that business. But she was so hung up on the perfectionist paralysis that she couldn't move forward in her business. And she lost an entire quarter where she could have had a new team member who was helping her grow her business. All right, balance seekers, I think you know you need help in your business. And we would love to be the ones to help you start to look at the future, to give your money a spending plan, to give your money a job, to create the budget, and perhaps an ongoing forecast. If you need help in your business, we would love to help you create a spending plan together. Go to kickstartaccountinginc.com/plan to find out more about how we can partner together to create a job for your money.
I have a favor to ask. If you have gotten any value from this show and you want the show to continue to grow and keep providing you with strategies for financial growth and efficiency, simply leave us a rating and review if you're listening on Apple or Spotify. Those reviews really go a long way in attracting more listeners, and honestly, they really make my day. So if you're feeling up to it, we'd love to see a rating and review from you. Either way, thanks so much for listening to the show.